So, apparently I'm a witch.
Cause she's a witch.
We've got a witch!
I'm the love witch.
I am a witch.
I am a witch.
I'm a witch!
Sally just came out.
Now the witch is back!
Hello, yes indeed, the witch is back. The witch is indeed back. Good evening, everybody. I hope you are well this fine and dandy Sunday evening. Hopefully you can all hear me okay tonight. I'm just going to pull up the live chat, so do bear with me while I nip over to the YouTube doodah and get that up and running. So yes, good evening, everybody. I am apologising for coming in slightly late today. I have been over at the members only having a little natter talking about pussycats, actually. Yeah, talking about pussycats because we love pussycats on this stream. We love all the animals on this stream. We are very much an animal friendly stream. We have 3 fur babies. Ours are in fact doggos, but we love all the children. We love all the fur children. This live stream is the best. Look at that. That's not me bigging up the live stream. That is actually a message that comes up with the software. So it's our standard one. So I can change the box because I don't like that little outline around it. There you go. So I change. Nope, it's still there. Hang on. I need to crop it ever so tightly. There we go. And then the box disappears. Yay! Right, let's have a look in that there chat. Good evening. So if you're brand new here, first of all, thank you very much for joining me. Secondly, you might be wondering how all of this works. Well, on this here lovely channel, we do tarot readings. Are you all right? Yeah. We stream through till 9 p.m. UK time, which is in 2 hours time. Just nearly spilt my Coca-Cola everywhere. My Coca-Cola Zero, because, you know, I'm just that healthy. So, yes. Hello, Awkward Wave. Hello, Mitch. Good evening to you. You finally got the notifications working again. I'm glad they went out. They didn't go out for the members. Hi, everybody, as you come in. You've missed us. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Mitch. Good evening to Ed. Good evening to Patricia. Good evening to Neil. Good evening to Holland. Good evening to Dormouse. Hello, Dormouse, my darling. I hope you are doing well. You're so glad the wind from Storm Amy finally settled. Yeah, absolutely. 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 We lost a water spray thing from the garden, and we lost a few leaves off the butternut squash plants. But I think that's about it. Although the butternut squash plants do probably need to be harvested now, because yeah, it's just that's the way it is. Thank you. You missed my lives. I'm always here, 7 p.m. UK time on a Sunday. I have stopped doing Tuesdays just while I'm recovering from the bladder cancer and getting everything sorted. But yeah, it's weirdly quiet house considering Rue slept so much. Your daughter's trying to persuade you want one of her cats. Oh my gosh. She's stolen your solar lights off your balcony. Wow. That is bonkers. Good evening, M. Grace. Dormouse, we're doing okay. Thank you. I do need to hunt out your email. I'm really bad with emails at the moment. I'm really bad with any social, if that makes sense. I really am. I'm terrible at it at the best of times. But I do need to email you back, my darling, so I will be on that this week. We're okay. Rufus is still healing and slowly realizing that he can't do everything at the moment. He needs to do what the doctors say and rest and heal, and I am very much telling him, I guess, ordering him, I think would be a better way of putting it, to relax a little bit. Good evening, Melinda. I'm not though, but when the time is right, I guess. Hello, Melinda. What's that? I'm not sure what that means, Mitch. I'm not sure what that means, my darling. You need to cut down a holly tree and another tree as they went wild with the wind. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we're lucky. The wind in the storm about 4 or 5 years ago, the wind blew down the tree that was in our front garden. So it's obviously been there for decades because it's a big tree. Anyway, the wind blew it down. It happened to be one of the weekends when Rufus was looking after his parents, so he was away for the weekend. Otherwise, where the tree had blown could have very easily have damaged the car. It just went over. Luckily, as I say, the car wasn't there. But if Rufus hadn't been looking after his folks, then absolutely, we could have had a very damaged car. You are healed and in full recovery. As is Rufus, it is so. I wish it was that easy, Mitch, my darling. I wish it was that easy. I really, really do. I have dragons and all sorts on the go. Rolf Grumpy has been the theme of the season. Grumpy is Dormouse's husband, her other half, her Oppo, her better half, other half, whatever people call it, spouse, partner, lobster. That's a good one. Anyway, I was saying about how you get a reading on the channel. There are 2 ways. The first way is to wait until you hear, press the button, this noise. I'm hoping you can hear noises because I have no sound today. Nothing is playing through my speakers. I had this issue this week with Neil. It's still not fixed, so it just is what it is. I have no sound today. But when you hear that noise, please tell me if you heard it, by the way. The wah, 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 wah. If you did hear it, then grand. But if you didn't, again, let me know. When you hear that noise, it means I've opened a round. Once the round is open, all you have to do is put your question in the live chat starting with the word question, and one of those will get selected at random. It isn't a waiting list. It isn't a thing that I'll do everybody on the stream. We try and get through as many as we possibly can in the time allotted to us. I do have ADHD and I am surviving on fumes at the moment because I do also have fibro. You couldn't hear it. Oh my God, really? What is going on then? Oh no, it's not, is it? It's not playing through Stream Deck. Oh, hang on. What about now? Oh no, it's not. Let me try. No. Oh, at least I know what the problem is. Thank you, everybody. Right, I don't know how to fix it, but at least I know what the problem is. Right, at least I don't mess around with it on the stream. That would be ridiculous. However, is it a simple fix? Hang on, it might be a simple fix. Let me entertain you. Let me see you smile. It is in settings. Here we go. Right, I'm going to see if I can get this fixed. I tell you what, while I do, I want to tell you all about a lovely thing. Does the audio play from the videos then? It won't do, will it? Does the audio play with this?
Join the Crow Collective. Help to support this channel by becoming a member here on YouTube. From £2.99 per month, you will gain access to members-only perks, live streams, competitions, sneak peeks and more. Just click on join for more information. Thank you to all our members.
Okay, so there is audio with the video. That's interesting. That is interesting. Right. Okay. I'm going to try a very quick fix. System, sound. Bum, 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 bum. Right, okay. This may well. No, that needs to be cable in. Hold on. There's just one thing. I know how to do it. I'm not doing it the right way. Oh, because it didn't bloody save. Why is that? Right. Do I need to hit the save button? Input is through the microphone. Right. I think no, right, hang on. Oh, come on, brain. If I can't do this then in this next moment, then we will. Why is that not saving? I don't understand. I haven't opened a round yet. Bear with. Right, I think that is. Do I click out of it like that? Should that now be changed? If I click back on, yes, it is. Right, okay, so click out of it, Lisa, and then. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? I still can't hear it. Can you at least hear that? It showed that something played then. I've still got no sound. Did you get a wah 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 wah? Yay! Right. Okay. At least the sound is working for all of you. Right. Okay. Okay. Phew. We're getting there. Oh my gosh. Neil, this is what I was saying about the computer resets itself. The settings had completely changed. How ridiculous is that? How utterly bonkers, and all the rest of the other words that I can't use because we are on a live stream on the YouTube and YouTube doesn't like bad language. But you know what I mean. You know what I would say if I could. Right. Is that a cable? No, that's one of those. Right. Okay. So then. Okay. Right, Lisa, if you can't find the cable in the next 2 seconds, we are giving up, and at least everybody at home can hear, and we'll just play the pretend the sound was live. Because otherwise we're just going to waste everybody's time on the stream, which nobody wants to do. Right. Okay. Well, we might have just found the sound or not, but we haven't found the. We've just managed to turn the screen off. So this is really good, Lisa. Well done for this. Well done. You're doing a great, fantastic job. You really are. Doing this on a live stream is absolutely the way to do it. Fixing problems.
Bluetooth mode.
No.
Aux-in mode.
No, we have no. I have no. Hang on, what about this? No, right, okay. I can't hear a thing. So if anything happens, or if anything, also my other screen is down. Oh my gosh, Lisa, why do you do this to yourself? Why do you do this to yourself every bloody time? Just leave well enough alone, woman. Come on. Come on, Chaos Gremlins. Chaos Goblins. Chaos Mongers. Oh, Jesus. Am I really now just not going to have a screen? Right, okay, right, that's fine then. We'll just not. It means I can't get any chat up, and I can't see the chats, and that's going to be impossible on a live stream. Right, you've just pingied, and I've got a blue light. Oh, I've got the screen back. Right, okay, don't press anything. That's working. That's working. There we are then. Oh, I've got sound. Oh, shit. Right, oh my God. We're back. Everything's working. Right, the round is open. Go ahead, pop your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. One of those will get answered at random. Oh no, Melinda, I've got a super chat from you, my darling. Hello, thank you very much for that. Right, we're going to do Melinda's super chat first of all. Wowzer. Right, that, I don't know what I just did, but everything is back. Everything is back. Everything is back. So we're going to do Melinda's super chat first. Wowzer. Right, okay, my darling, a general reading. I can do that for you. I don't know what I just did, but whatever it was, it all came back. So hurrah. Hurrah. I keep seeing in my reflection in the screen, I keep seeing that bit there, and I keep thinking, oh, I need to pull that up. It's the design, Lisa. It's how it's supposed to look. Right, let's put the tarot cloth in place, because you know it's been a chaos day when I haven't even got the cloth down. I mean, you know, that is bonkers. Right, Wispy, let's have some semblance of normality as we lift the microphone over to there, and that one. Oh, now there's a new problem. Houston, we have a new problem. I'll tell you what the problem is. Can I show you the problem? A, my desk needs a clean. B, I'm waving my hand and I have a tarot cloth down. That is not a live stream from the camera. What on earth is happening today? This is an incredible stream. This is an incredible stream. There we go. I've got it working. I've got it working. It's fine. It's fine. We are bringing in the crows. Everything is good. Everything is good. We're positive energy today. That's what we're doing. It's all positive. It's all good. It's all gravy. Right, Melinda, we're up. We're running. It's 24 minutes past and we're going to do the first blooming tarot reading. Wispy. Wispy, my friend. Wispy, wispy, wispy. Are we going to be stuck with that box around it? Is that really what we're going to do today? It looks like it is, because it is not. You let me do it on the other one. But obviously, you know exactly how much that annoys me. There we go. We've got it. Right. Here we go. Fabulous. Thank you very much. Wispy, let's go. Let's rock this joint. So then, here we go. We have the cameras working, the sound working, and all I need now is for me to be working. But we're getting there. We are going with the 5th Spirit deck. I ain't messing around today. We just need the comfort. What did I say about this room last year? When the veil thins, everything gets more wibbly than normal in this room. I swear it does. All right. I mean, added to the fact that I am running on fumes, it is bonkers. You like the cloth? Thank you very much. Right. Here we go. It's a decently mixed up deck. So then, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah, cleansed and calm. Everything is calm. Here we go. We are bringing the calm energy now. So Wispy, good evening, my lovely friend. Now I can hear. Oh. You forget just how much I rely on sound to do what I do. It really does help me get into that alpha headspace. Right then, Wispy, here we go, my friend. For Melinda Brown, a general reading. So Melinda is obviously my sister from another mister, even though she is all the way over that other side of that there pond. I've just realised as well, I was going to do you a 3. We're doing you a 7. So here we go. The Traveller, where you are at the moment. Oh, Melinda, you've still got loads of tough questions to answer. There's still loads of everything being a bit up and down at the moment. So the 5 of Swords is all about everything being a little bit in flux, if that makes sense. Everything is sort of, nothing is yet decided. Whatever's going on, my darling, you need to make some decisions, I think, because this 5 of Swords reversed, it's like you know what the challenges are. It's almost like you don't want to face them, right? I don't know if that makes sense, my darling, but it's almost like you don't want to face them for whatever reason. But let's see what your quest is. Your quest is the Ace of Wands, right? You need to, oh my God, you need to go take a swim in Lake You. You need to discover more about who you are and your confidence. You need to rediscover your confidence. That Ace of Wands, Wands is all about having that confidence, self-esteem, all of those lovely positive things. The Aces are all about those new beginnings, and this is your quest. So this is all about, you need to find what gives you your confidence now. Okay, I know you've had a lot of health stuff, I know you've had a lot of other stuff, but you need to absolutely 100% spend some time working out how you can feel confident, right? Not anybody else, just for you. This is your quest for this period of time, if that makes sense. The path behind, let's look at what you're leaving. Oh, Queen of Cups reversed. So this is almost, I don't know whether you've said to someone recently or whether you've felt it, that perhaps you are unlovable or you are the problem in relationships. It isn't you, but you're feeling that way. You're feeling that it's almost like whatever you do isn't enough in a relationship. Whatever you give isn't enough. And even though you feel that you're a loving, kind of giving, generous person with that Queen, and you give your heart very freely, this reversal means that it's feeling like you are betrayed is the wrong word, but it feels like you're not, how can I put it? Wispy, give me that again. There was a phrase. Come on, Wispy, give me that again. It feels like you are putting your eggs in the wrong basket. That's not even a saying, Wispy. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Melinda, but you're putting your eggs in the wrong basket. Does that make sense? Can you take that? I've got no idea what that is. I don't know if it's an American thing. Oh my God, the accent was so bad. I do apologise. But I don't know quite what that relates to, but you are putting your eggs in the wrong basket. So there you go. It's a supermarket thing. It's a farmyard thing. I have no idea. But it's almost like you are settling. Oh, Wispy, that makes more sense. You are settling for relationships and for emotional connections that are not right for you because you haven't got this confidence. And this is your quest, right? To find the confidence not to settle for nasty people, if that makes sense. In the path ahead, we've got the 10 of Cups. Oh, positive stuff coming your way. You need to do this. And then it's going to lead you to a lot of positive love energy. That's a really good card, Melinda. Tens are overflowing. So this is going to bring so much love energy into your life. An abundance of love energy is coming. You need to be able to find this, and you need to be able to do the that discovering your worth, your self-worth, your uniqueness. You really do need to do that. Apologies for the fact that this is so washed out. I'm a bit reticent to try and sort anything out with the camera, just in case it sort of acts a bit weird. I don't want to change the camera settings too much if I can help it, whilst it's on a live stream. But yeah, eggs in one basket is a phrase. That's not what we're saying, Holland. You're putting your eggs in the wrong basket. Absolutely, that is what you're putting your eggs in the wrong basket. I don't know what that means, but it's a thing. So there you go. So this is definitely positive energy to come. The obstacles to that, though, oh my God, the obstacle is the strength. Is that, Wispy? Is that Melinda can't be vulnerable, or needs to find the strength? Is it that she's too strong and doesn't let that guard down, which is what my gut reaction was, or is it that she needs to find strength and choose because of this? Oh, right. Okay. Thank you. I answered my own bloody question, didn't I? So yeah, absolutely. Basically, my darling. Oh, we'll come back to the journey in a second, because I friggin' love this spread. This spread is so good. Can you believe this was actually invented for the Agatha All Along series? It's such a good spread. At least I believe it was. I haven't seen it anywhere else. Right, your windfall. Let's have a look then. Your good luck, what is coming to you, what positive omens are coming. The Four of Wands, some stability. Oh, this is really good. Melinda, this is really good. So the Four of Wands, stability, lots of 4 table legs, 4 chair legs. This is a really good period of time that you are entering. It really is. It's going to, your goal is to find that spark, that confidence, that energy that is all about you and how wonderful you are as a human. With the health issues going on, with the, your past, we've all got a past, but with everything that's ever happened, putting all of that forward and all of that in a way that is uniquely you, right? And finding what that is. Once you're doing that, your stability, your confidence is going to come in, right? And it's going to, once you find it, it's going to stay. Whatever this is a really important quest for you, right? A really important quest. Because once you find that thing, once you find and feel, right? Not just say, because we can all say stuff, can't we? We can all say, oh, this, that, and the other. We can all say whatever. Once you feel that you are this confident and this strong, once that comes in, then it stays. Right? You've just got to find it. My God, my darling, this is a really cool reading. And then your destination, the Queen of Pentacles. Now that is interesting. Why is that interesting? Because these two cards, if you combine them, you end up with my favourite card, which is the Empress. So you end up with this idea of abundance in wealth and abundance in love. This idea of that nurturing feeling. Right, let me go through. I will... bear with me 1 second. Hang on, here we go. Is that more flesh coloured? That's a bit more flesh coloured. Yay! Yay! And is everything a little bit clearer now to see? I think it is. There we go. Right, please stay where I put them. Apply. There we go. Apply and OK and yay. Right, so. Oh, that looks so much better. Right, I'm a bit red. I'm a bit pink in the fingers. My fingers aren't really that bright red, but anyway, it's good, it's fine, we're there, I can live with it. She says immediately going and changing it down 2 points. I can live with it. Oh no, I can't. Right, so let me recap where you are right now, my darling. Lots of disappointment, challenges, and a difficult time where you are. This is a time for stopping, pausing, looking back, assessing, and you don't like where you've been recently. You don't like the journey that you've been on that's led you to here, right? It hasn't been positive, but you're asking these questions of how you move forward and you've been a bit stuck, right? That is why the 5 is reversed. It's why the 5 is the 5 of Swords, and it's coming in where you are, like who you are, where you are right now. This is all about you. Your quest is to find what gives you confidence. Right? I am ridiculous. I mean, we know that, but I am genuinely ridiculous. If I don't have earrings in, I feel naked. If I don't have a little bit of eyeliner on, I feel naked, or eye makeup. If I didn't have my eyebrows on, I would feel completely and utterly vulnerable, bereft. It's so much so that Rufus actually paid for my eyebrows to be tattooed on, because I've got alopecia and plana pilaris, whatever it is. All of the hairs in my body just basically fall out over time. So I have no eyebrows. So they are tattooed on. Without that, there were days where if I was in such a rush, I couldn't leave the house before stopping, putting them on, making sure they were right, making sure it was this, making sure it was that. No, Mitch, it doesn't mean that. I'm going through the reading for Melinda. Let me do this before you chime in, please. Thank you. With the best hugs and kisses and thoughts and prayers. So that is what this reading is about, Melinda. You need to find that confidence, find what is going to spark that, because what is behind you is this feeling of putting your heart out there, giving to everybody, not having it come back the way that it should be, but more than that, having people not see it for what it is, right? You wear your heart on your sleeve, they see that as a vulnerability. You give of yourself, they see that and take advantage, right? So now you're looking back at that and you're seeing it in a negative light, being that open-hearted, warm-hearted person. That is what they are. That is what you feel that they take advantage of, right? So it's about how you find that confidence moving forward. We then go to the path ahead. Ahead of you is this confidence, this bright, sparkling, shining emotions with the 10 of Cups, right? A really genuinely positive set of emotions here, right? A really, really, really positive sense of joyous love, right? Really, really happy, joyous love, overfilling with that positive love, right? I always say the 9 is 4, the 10 is overflowing. This is possibly the 110 where I think that's okay, especially in a reading like this, because at the moment, the only love thing that's coming up, the only positive emotions that are coming up are reversed and negative. And it's almost like you don't want to open your heart again because you're going to get bruised, you're going to get hurt. Whereas this is saying, no, listen, you will feel that. You will find that love. You will find that positive, really joyous, positive love energy. It will absolutely be there for you, if that makes sense, right? The obstacle is strength. Now, it's a really weird card to come up in the obstacle position. I think this is... It's either plays one of two ways, right? It's either that you are too strong, too, hard-shelled, you don't let anyone in because you're just dealing. I don't think it's that. The reason it's coming up as an obstacle is because I think you see your weakness as, you see your vulnerability, your lovingness, because this is what the path behind is. This is what you're looking at. You see this as a weakness. You don't see it as a strength. You see your open, loving, generous heart. You see that as something that is bad. You see it as something that people take advantage of. You see it as something that people use against you. So you see it as a weakness. It isn't, right? This is why that obstacle is there. You're seeing this as an obstacle. You see that it's actually let me do it like this, right? The easiest thing to do when we are, there you go, the easiest thing to do when we are heartbroken is to clam up. The easiest thing to do when we are hurt is to put those barriers up, put that shield up, put that wall up, and lock everybody out of our life, right? That is the easiest thing to do. At the time, we call it self-preservation, we call it this, that, and the other. All it does is push everybody away. All it does is isolate you and create this hermit lifestyle where you are totally, totally alone, right? Whether you've got a ton of people around you, you shut off your heart, you enwrap it in that steel cage, and once you've done that, it's very hard to let that go, right? Very hard to let that go. The obstacle here is you think that is the way forward. You think that that is being strong. You think, oh, look, I'm so strong, nothing's going to affect me. Nothing's going to hurt me. You're seeing the emotional, loving, caring, nurturing, motherly, parental, that caregiving, teacher, that vibe, right? You at the moment, because you've been taken advantage of, because that's gone against you, you're seeing it as being a negative. Like, I got hurt, I got used. Because my heart was open, I let someone come in and trample all over it, and now I'm dealing with it, right? So because of that, it's like you go, right, okay, I'm going to swing to the opposite side. I'm going to, I don't mean lesbian, but hey, you're going to swing to, if having my heart open and loving is going to be the thing that gets me hurt, I'm going to stop that. I'm going to put those barriers up. That is the exact wrong thing to do. The strongest thing that you can do is to wear your heart on your sleeve and accept that sometimes it means that people will take advantage, but you will also attract authentic, genuine, and honest people into your life. And the hard thing you need to learn isn't to put those barriers up and to take your heart off your sleeve, to be strong. The thing you need to learn is better judgment on who you let in, right? Wear your heart on your sleeve. Have that open, loving heart, but don't take it to the nth degree. Have some boundaries there, right? The reason this strength is your obstacles, because it's not all or nothing. If that makes sense, it isn't all or nothing. You need to. You can have those boundaries up while still being open and honest and loving and caring, right? You can just put those boundaries into play. Does that make sense? The windfall, the Four of Wands, this is that stability that is coming in. This is that stable element. This is that thing of bringing in that element of you feeling a little bit confidence, a little bit of chutzpah, to want to put it another way, which is, I believe, a Yiddish word, but it's having that sass, having that spark again, right? Finding it, it's almost like you need to find the match that will light your candle. Then once your candle's lit, it will stay lit. It's like it goes in one of those hurricane lamp things. Does that make sense? And therefore, you can take that spark, you can take that lit candle or that flame anywhere. It's safe. It ain't going out nowhere, right? That is what comes of this search. But you need to find that thing first. You need to find that thing that gives you that confidence, right? Whatever that is. And this isn't a simple quest. This isn't a simple task. This isn't a, oh my God, I'm going to go to the MAC counter or to the MAC shop or wherever you buy MAC makeup in the States. I don't know if we probably can do. I'm going to go and get the new Viva Glam lipstick for December, and here we go. Oh, I've got that on, and now I've got the confidence. It isn't that. It isn't something you buy. It isn't something you purchase. It isn't something you go and find, like a thing. It's something you have to seek from within you as to what is going to give you that confidence. Is it a new career? Is it a new educational thing? Is it a new hobby? Is it a new friendship group? Is it a new whatever? Whatever it is, what is it that is going to do that thing for you that sets you on the path that is almost like Melinda's calling? What is it that is going to give you that confidence? This is your quest. It's so important, right? It's so important. Once you've done that, that's where you go, if that makes sense. That's what is going to bring you that level of confidence up into that, do you know what? I'm okay. And it all leads, your destination here is the Queen of Pentacles. That is growth. It is abundance. It is ideally a little more wealth, because Pentacles is career, work and finance, but it's mainly here. Look at the growth card. We've got the rabbit that is all about, you know, next generations and children and fertility. I'm not saying that's in your cards, but what I am saying is bringing you that long-term growth, that long-term sense of who you are and how you move. How you move forward is a load of bollocks, but how you grow in a happy way. Does that make sense? How you find, this is finding yourself. This is becoming. This is blossoming. This is thriving, right? Surviving, thriving. That's what's coming your way. Thriving, path ahead, lots of really confident, positive emotions. Thriving is coming your way, my darling. That is your destination. You need to find what's going to give you that confidence, what is going to get you out of your comfort zone, but yet make you feel that you are a badass bitch, right? That is what you need to find. What is going to be the thing that gives you that Beyonce moment, right? And it's not just a moment. It's not, I'm not talking about going and doing a sky jump and then you go, oh my gosh, look, I've done a sky jump. Wow. Yeah, that was great. You did that 7.5 years ago. And you're still talking about it. what have you done lately? Do you know what I mean? It isn't a thing that you buy. It isn't a thing that you do. It's something you've got to find and you've got to feel. Whatever that is, it's something that isn't in your life now that you have to go and seek because it's an ace. And this is your quest position with an ace. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Quest position with an ace. This is something that isn't in your life now that you need to go and find. You need to go and work out what this is for you and how this is going to make you feel like, oh my God, do you know what? You cannot friggin' touch me. The universe can throw whatever it likes at me. I am Teflon, baby. I am non-stick. That is what's going to lead to the rest of this, right? But don't get hardened. Don't feel vulnerability is a weakness. Sometimes if we want to appear strong at all times, we shut out the very people that are there to help us. Right? I'm not going to quote Wicked, but I have heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we're led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. I believe that. The song is playing in my head. If you don't know Wicked, it'll be in the film that's coming up in November. It's from the second part. I hope that helps, my darling. I really, 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 really hope that helps, right? Your past is surviving. Your future is thriving. You need to find the thing. Whatever that thing is, you need to find your thing. Find your thing. Being careful how I'm saying that, because as I'm saying it, there's lots of connotations in my head that I hadn't thought about, but you need to go find your thing. Hopefully that helps, Melinda. I am going to go into the chat properly now. Mitch, sorry, my darling, but when I've got the chat up, and I should have just taken the chat off screen, but when the chat is up, I can sometimes get distracted by messages, and the strength card didn't mean what you said it was in this particular position, in this particular spread, with these particular layout of cards. This is why sometimes I might say to somebody, like I might say to Patricia, who's got this deck, I might say, oh, what are you getting from this? Because both Patricia and I have got this deck, and it gives us the same sort of readings with it. It gives us the same sort of vibes. But yeah, really, really, really important. And thank you very much for your question, Melinda. Let's have a look in the chat. You saw the first Wicked. It's brilliant. Wait till the second one comes out. Oh my God. Tons of spoilers. Tons of spoilers. Tons of things that are set up in the first film that you don't even realise are set up, are paid off in the second. Oh my God, it's amazing. And also, they've got 2 new songs in the second film. I don't know what they are, but the songs that are from the musical, I cry every time I've seen the musical. I cry like a little baby taken from its mother's nipple. You know what I mean? Before it's full. You know when and the baby's still hungry and it goes, ah! Every time. Yeah, really? You've been saying that? Well, then why did I get that? As I'm going, Wispy, I need clarity, I need clarity, I need clarity. Why was that bloody phrase put in my head, my darling? This is something then. This is your journey. This is your quest. Not just for the end of this year. This is your quest now. You need to work out what that is. Is it following your spiritual path? Is it creating a coven or joining a coven or becoming a tarot reader? Is it something in the work field, finding a new career, finding a new passion? What is it that is going to spark that in you? Because it's there. It really is there. This thriving, not surviving, that is it's not words that I tend to say an awful lot. So the fact that I went blah, 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 means it's meant for you. And if that's something that you say, then it is absolutely meant for you, if that makes sense. Try to look around the space of a person, not at them directly. You often get a better picture of them. Oh, absolutely. 100%. Oh, Holland's put up a video of boundary setting. Oh, can you send me that in the mod chat, Holland? Because I would love that. I need to be better at that. Your circle is small and you don't get out much, especially now recovering from third ankle surgery. You're mostly confined to home till you start physical therapy on October 16th. Good luck for the 16th. But virtual world is still a thing. It really, really is. Your kids tell you your relationship mate is broken. Listen to your kids. Then listen to your kids, my darling. You're blessed. Yesterday, all your kids were at your home. Oh my God, that's amazing. You become very independent. Don't often ask for help. You've had to be that way to survive. Raise your kids on your own. It's hard for you to depend on anyone else. And you're wondering why strength was in your obstacle position? I'll refer the Honourable Lady to the comment that she herself posted a few moments ago. That is a twist on what the UK government says here when they do Prime Minister's questions. Yes. You have cataracts in both eye code, Deb, and your left eye vision is often blurry, milky, so you wasn't being funny. Okay, my darling. I hope you're okay. No, it isn't. Don't put your eggs in one basket. I know that saying, because then you go, oh, I dropped the basket and then you've got scrambled eggs. That isn't what I'm talking about. Don't put all your eggs in the wrong basket. There's a reason that will come to you. There's a reason that will come to you. There's a reason that will come to you. Yep. That is absolutely me. Absolutely me, Codeb. 100%. I have made Rufus go home and for me to run in, grab some earrings and go, I need to put earrings in the car. The problem is if I do forget my earrings, I wear the ones in the car and then I forget to put a new pair in the car. So I probably need to put several. What I should do, actually, look, I've got this that has been sat here for donkey's years, literally probably for about 2 years. It's been sat next to me and it's my emergency. Oh my gosh, I haven't got my earrings on a stream. I'll put these on. I've got behind me, just against the back wall, I've got a whole thing with loads of earrings in, and I now have earrings sat here. So I need to put this in the car. Done. Right, okay. I'm sorry your eyesight's a bit crap, Deb. I really am. Cataracts are awful. Can they do anything with it? You've got good news to share. Your youngest son is staying with you. We were estranged for a couple of years, but we're now getting along and we're both making effort to get along. Oh my God, that's amazing. Well done. Well done. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. It's not your favourite aesthetically, but I got to go strongly with... You connect strongly with the inversion deck. Oh, okay. Your son is tending to your garden for you until you can walk again. Oh, that is amazing. Well done, Melinda. Honestly, well done, my darling. I hope everything continues to get better for you. I really, really, really do. Right then, we're going to go on to some more readings now. Just before I do, it's time for this.
Legend has it that it was written by the Dark Ones.
It is coming. Necronomicon. Strange tales of the supernatural and the unearthly when the fabled Necronomicon unleashes his ancient secrets.
The secrets of the Necronomicon do not come cheap.
Necronomicon.
What's in the basket? Easter eggs?
I hope you all heard something then. I hope that played sound because I had no sound. I had no sound whatsoever at all. That was very strange. But I've got a couple of things here that I have been sent by that wonderful Necro Neil, because it is spooky season. It is spooky season, right? Y'all know I am a spooky season girly. I really am. I adore spooky season so much. It is ridiculous. I have the latest copy of Necronomicon, which is issue 54. I thought it was. And then I was like, it's not here. Where is it? Issue 54. Thank you. Neil's put it in the chat there. Issue 54 is the latest official Doodah Necronomicon. This is all of, wow, tons of horror, tons of random stuff in it about horror films. Let's have a look at, oh, hang on. Should I show you? Here we go. Look, if I do it like this, without showing you, there we go. Look, without showing you, I'll show you. So we've got Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. I remember this. It's I remember this. Oh gosh, you can't focus, can you? Come on, focus in, camera. Oh, wow, look, this really isn't my day today, is it? It really isn't my day. What is going on? Right, here we go. Are we going to focus there? Nope. It's really not focusing. Right, I don't understand what is happening. Bear with. There we go. It's focused. Right. So, camera control. Let me do this then. Let me focus it manually. There we go. Hopefully that's good. Right. This is, I cannot stand this film. Right. Sorry, Neil. I haven't even read what you've given it yet. I cannot stand this film. And there is a reason I cannot stand this film. Because it has Roy Castle in it. Roy Castle, for those that don't know, right, Roy Castle is a he's an actor, but he did a series in the UK called Record Breakers, and I hated it, absolutely hated it. He was such a smug bugger. He was also in a Doctor Who film, I want to say, also with Peter Cushing, which is probably how he's in this. Anyway, so this is the film. Neil reviews it here in Necro, right, and talks about it. Oh my gosh, thank you. I've got a fresh coffee. Thank you, my darling. Say again. Or something. Hang on, let me give you.
That's probably why I have that lump in my throat.
What is?
The after swelling effects.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's not my throat, it's sore, it's down here.
Yeah.
Like in the middle.
Yeah, it is the after effects of surgery.
Is that empty can?
Oh yeah, it is, thank you. Right, so. Okay. Yeah, it is. Love you. Right, anyway, so this is a very, very detailed review of Dr. Terror's House of Horror. I think that's what I just said it was called. Anyway, that's the style of the series, right? So, of the series, of the Necronomicon. You can see it is proper old school zine. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I have seen it, Neil. I have seen it. I can't stand Roy Castle. He winds me up. Anyway, that's issue 54. They are, I believe, £2 an issue, which is ridiculously cheap because they were only ever, I think, £1 an issue 35, 40 years ago, whenever. Anyway, yes, thank you. Yes. This is it. He reminds you of a bad redcoat from Butlins. Yes, a failed cruise ship entertainer. One of those, do you know what? For those of you in the States, right, I'll tell you exactly what he's like. He's like one of those people that was once on Mickey's thingy house, Mickey's fun house, the Mickey Mouseketeers or whatever they were called. Or one of the people that played a character in Disney World. That's what he's like. So annoying. Anyway, so that is Necronomicon, but Neil's also brought out the second issue of My Parents' Video Rental Logbook, right? This is awesome. This is such a cool project. And if you're into horror films, right, this is the most personal zine you're ever going to find. Look, I've got both copies. There's issue 1, this is issue 2. So Neil found long after, long after it happened, but Neil found in his mum's attic, I believe, a copy of this, the original copy of this, right, which was a video rental logbook. And his mum and dad wrote down religiously every video that they ever rented from the video shop, right? Every single one. And they reviewed them. And so, as you see, look, this is what was the page from the original logbook, complete with Poltergeist, again, star. And their rating is, a star means it's good, 2 stars is fantastic, 2 stars in a squiggle means the best, right? So you can see lots and lots of different reviews. And what Neil's done is gone into each of the videos that his parents reviewed and basically stripped out all of the horror ones and has either used previous Necro issues reviews or has written them from scratch. Absolutely amazing. So it gives details of what his parents thought, but mainly of what Neil thought of all of these videos. And then Neil does the same, uses the same rating sort of system. Oh, Wolfen, that's a very good, well, actually, let's see what you gave it before I say it was a very good film. Neil didn't like it. Neil said it was rubbish. And his parents said it was good. Really? I thought Wolfen was good. Oh, I'm going to have to read that. I remember Wolfen. Oh, Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, that's not great. What? Oh, hang on. Which one's Part 2? No, Part 2's Jason. Yeah, Part 2 is Jason, isn't it? Part 2 is Jason. Anyway, recommend it. Oh, Creepshow as well. I love Creepshow. Totally recommend it. Yeah, Part 2 is Baghead Jason. Yeah, that's good. It's good. We like it. Anyway, recommend them. Go. Oh no. Oh no. What have I done? I just hit the blooming desk and it was so, I'm so strong. It made the computer disconnect. Anyway, right. Go and get Necro or My Parents' Video Logbook. Anyway, I know, can you believe? Why have I got sound on some things but not the rest? That was supposed to be a cheaper super chat sticker. Oh, thank you, my darling. Oh, I love it, Neil. It's so good. I absolutely. Now I've just seen Friday 13th Part 2 in there. You know I'm going to have to read that next. I don't know when that's going to be because I'm not very good at my reading at the moment because of my eyes. I do have laser on this week. I think it's this week. Anyway, round is open, everybody. Go and do the thingy. If you are wanting a tarot reading, please go ahead and pop your question in the live chat, starting with the word question. I know, right? This has become a very disconnected doodah stream. Ed called it.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods.
Sorry, that was me. Once again, I have no sound from the videos. So I don't know what is happening with the technology. I'm just going to roll with it as long as we can while we're streaming. So then, let's have a wee look. The keeper of the questions has selected Shannon. Okay, Shannon. Shannon. Oh, there we go. Shannon. Hello, Shannon. Good evening, Shannon. I don't think... There was no sound on that one. There should be now. It should all be good now. It's because I had the mute button on, Holland. Sorry. Shannon, good evening. Is Tyler going to tell me something? Let's have a look. Is Tyler going to tell Shannon something? There we go. Let's have a look, Wispy. Wispy, is Tyler going to tell Shannon something? Let's have a look. Is Tyler... I love the name Tyler. Always makes me think of Fight Club via all of the High School movies from back in the day. You know the ones. All of the ones. There was always a Tyler. Who's that? It's Tyler. Oh, we got to go over to Tyler's place. Oh my God, I'm trying to do an accent. Lisa, never do accents. You cannot do accents except for Birmingham. Don't do accents, Lisa. Stop it. Is Tyler going to tell Shannon something? Here we go, Wispy. Is there some news coming for Shannon from Tyler's mouth? Is Tyler... Don't do accents. Don't do accents. It's borderline racist at this point, Lisa. You're so bad at them. Or xenophobic. I'm not sure what it would be classed as to be accentophobic. Or either way, let's have a look. So then, here we go. Where you are right now, Two of Swords. Oh, Two of Cups. Oh, now that's interesting. So, where you are right now, Two of Swords. Two of Swords is... Two of Swords is crossed words. Cross swords is crosswords in my book. It's two people having a disagreement, an argument, an obstacle in their connection, their relationship, right? So there is definitely here something that sounds like you're... And this is where you are, so it sounds like you're not at a crossroads, but it could be, if that makes sense. It's almost like you've had a bit of a fallout. There's been a bit of a miscommunication, a bit of a disconnect somewhere. However, in the what you need to know, we've got the Two of Cups upright. And the Two of Cups is about, cups is your emotional suit, and twos are about two people. Two become one, as I always say, without singing the Spice Girls. Two become one. So yeah, it always makes me feel that there is a romantical connection here somewhere, right? I don't know. Wispy, give me that again. Because how does the Two of Cups then fit with the Six of Swords? It feels like, right? It feels like there is... If you and Tyler are dating, or if you're friends, like close friends, then there's an argument that's either just happened or just about to happen. If you aren't at that point, or it could be a sibling, I guess, but somebody with quite connected energy, right? If you're not at that point... Oh, I don't know how to say this without it coming across as... Right, come on, Lisa. This is the Fifth Spirit deck and you are beyond authentic, so we just have to go with what the cards are telling me. Right, Wispy. Which way round is it? Or does it doesn't even really matter, does it? Right, so one of you likes the other more than the other does. I don't know if there's a bit of a crush going on. I don't know if there's a bit of a connection that maybe shouldn't be there. Maybe, for example, if, say there's you and there's Tyler, right? If one of you is married, but there is a connection between the two of you, that could make sense of the cards, right? So that there is one fancies the other or something. If the two of you are sworn enemies, but kind of fancy each other, it could be something like that. If you are together, then the Two of Swords is giving me the vibe of a disagreement or an argument. I don't think it's that. I think the way we've got the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups, I think that one of you has feelings for the other that are either not talked about or not mentioned, but not acknowledged, right? So it's almost like one of you has a crush on the other, and it's that unrequited love. And the reason I'm saying it's unrequited love is because we've got this Six of Swords, right? Swords is obstacles, challenges, and hurdles, all of those things in life that we grow from, but when we're going through them, they're a bit crap. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit crap to go through. And what this is saying is that the Six is about this journey and about crossing to the next part of your journey, but taking those issues with you, right? And this is in the what's to come. This is in your future opportunity. And what this is saying is be very careful, right? Because if you have feelings for Tyler that aren't spoken about, be careful saying anything or announcing anything, because it almost feels like the community, the friend circle, the workplace could turn against you, right? Sixes are about, for me, about community, about people around you. And this feels like your ongoing journey will come with more hurdles. If it's Tyler that has feelings for you, and that's why you're asking about, is Tyler going to tell you something? Then again, at that point, be very careful how you respond, because again, it feels like whatever the relationship between you and Tyler, it doesn't feel as if it can go in a positive way right now. It doesn't feel as if it's got good vibes, good omens. It really feels like it really feels like we've got this it's not disappointment, it's not sadness. What is it, Wispy? What are you giving me? What's the emotion that you're putting on me? It feels almost like bullying, or what is it? Wispy, give me it again. What is it? What am I feeling? What is this feeling? Yeah, people are going to take the piss. People are going to take the mickey. They really are. People are going to... Whatever this is, right? Whatever this connection is, if you and Tyler aren't friends together or connected at the moment, then be very careful, stay away, because it's not going to go well. If you are siblings or if you work together, then you're kind of stuck with each other, and in that case, again, be careful, because this is saying that there's whatever's coming out, there is a thing there. Does that make sense? It's like there is a thing there, and it feels a little bit, I don't know, it feels almost not right in a way. I don't know what that means, but it almost feels as if whatever this connection is can't happen. Please don't be siblings or cousins, because that would be weird, but it really genuinely feels like it's almost like a high school rom-com or something, where, you know, it's like the cheerleader and the I don't know, what would the stereotype be? It would be the cheerleader and the president of the chess club, or the chairperson of the debating club and the quarterback football thingy. You know what I mean? The sports star. That's what it feels like, right? Either way, my darling, stay clear of whatever this is, right? Stay clear. It isn't going to benefit you. The two twos are really weird. That's a really weird mix to have both of them upright in the positions that they've come in. I would say be very, very careful. If you've caught feelings for Tyler in any way, shape or form, then maybe keep that to yourself. If it's Tyler that's caught feelings for you, maybe sort of have a conversation and friend zone him before it gets to that point. Hopefully that helps. And thank you very much for your question. Right, let me have a look. That was longer than I thought it was going to be fair. Wispy was giving me all sorts of emotions and things happening. You understand. Good, my darling. I hope that helps then. You jot. Okay. Good evening, Jocelyn Anderson. Good evening. Thank you, Mitch. You understand. Okay, my darling Shannon. Oh, who's in from Australia? Somebody's in. Oh, Jocelyn, are you in from Australia? Oh my gosh, that's another accent that my brain's telling me to do and I can't because it's really bad. Reader said he's going to tell you something shocking. What reader? You and Tyler are not friends. You're not married. You don't know if he has lots of people vying for him. If you have feelings for him, stay away. You're from Australia, Jocelyn. Hello, good evening. Hang on. Computer. Say, good evening, Jocelyn.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Computer. Say hello to Jocelyn.
Hello.
My Alexa is Australian, and my only access from anything Australian, my darling, is from Prisoner Cell Block H, which I was a major fan of and still am and have lots of the DVDs, and Neighbours. But Prisoner, where you go, Flaming Galah, yeah, Flaming Galah. So yeah, hopefully that isn't too racist. Right then, so let's have a look. I hope that makes sense. It's 5:21 where you are, my darling. In the morning? In the evening? How does that work? Shall we have another round? I think we should have another round. I really do. Let's go for it. Right then, we're going to press the magic button. Press the magic button. Press it more than once. Here we go.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your 3-card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card reading. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods.
There we are. Let's have a wee look in that there chat then, and we will see who has raised a question. Did I put the thing in? Oh, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, thank you very much. Let's have a look. So, good evening, Kim Waltz. Hello to you. It's 3:30 in the afternoon in America. Merker. That's so bad. Lisa, stop doing accents. Jocelyn's the only one who put a question in that round. Okay, my darling, will we find a place to live this month? Let's have a look for you, Jocelyn. First things first, here we go. We'll swap over to the other camera. Cleanse the space. And we'll bring in the gorgeous, ever lovely Wispy. Good evening, Wispy, again. Jocelyn Anderson would like to know, question, will we find a place to live this month? Will Jocelyn find a place to live this month? Let's have a look. Gosh, brain. Wispy, if you want a card to flip, you need to do one card, right? And otherwise it's my poorly hand. Stop doing accents. I know, right? Oh, hang on. No, that was flipped. That was dropped and flipped. Right. Okay, there we are, Wispy. Just what I said. So you've got a clarifying card, Jocelyn. That means we go through the lens. This is the lens that we look at. And we look at this and we go through the keyhole with this lens, if that makes sense. It's 3:30 on the West Coast, 12:30 in Arizona. Obviously, I don't understand how any of this works. It's time. We're all here at this same moment, but it's all different times, and some of you are on different days. Befuddles my poor brain. So yeah. Right, let's have a look. So the Knight of Wands is the lens. What is the Knight of Wands? Right, so the Knight of Wands. Right, okay, first things first, before we go any further, if you've just seen this card pulled, Jocelyn, I don't know whether you've had a tarot reading done before. This card is not, does not, has never meant what it says on the cards, okay? This is the Death card. Now, as you can see in this deck, it is not doom and gloom and Grim Reaper. It is a part of something, right? A part of something. Because you can see here we've got the stages of life. The Death card in tarot literally means transition. It is a time of change, a big time of change, right? It does not mean that anybody is about to snuff it, pass away, pass over. It doesn't mean that there is going to be, you know, anybody in your life being unalived, or, you know, their time ending, kicking the bucket, anything like that. That is not what's happening, right? It is simply a time of transition, a time of major change, the ending of a chapter, the beginning of the next one, right? It's like, I don't know, if you've read the Suki... Oh my God, my brain just halfway through that sentence deleted it. Right, if you've read the Terry Pratchett books, right? You've read one, you go, oh, this is really good. I'm really enjoying this world. You finish it, you put it down, you go and look for the next book, right? That's what this is. It's Suki Stackhouse. Thank you, brain. You go and you start reading the Suki Stackhouse books and you finish one, or you get to a really good chapter and you go, oh my God, what's going to happen? Oh, I didn't see that coming. And then you start the next chapter. That's what this card is, right? It is a big change. It is not just turning the next page, it's starting the next chapter or starting the next book in that long book series, right? That's how to think of it. So then we look at this through the lens of the Knight of Wands. Wands is your sense of security, confidence, self-esteem. Knights are teenage energy, rebellious energy, sometimes seen as sort of fools rush in where the angels fear to tread sort of vibes, but it is very much rebellious. It is very much, you know, you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm not listening to the repercussions of my actions. And even if I learnt them, even if I knew what I was going to do, I would still go ahead and say, screw it, I'm doing that anyway, right? That is what the Knight of Wands is giving. This is reversed, which means that I think there is I know we've got a skateboarder, but it's like we're putting the brakes on. We're trying to come out of that vibe, if that makes sense. We're trying not to... My husband's just sent me a random photo whilst on a stream. Okay. We are we're trying to avoid that. What's it called? We're trying to avoid that scenario, right? We're trying to not do the things we've always done, right? We're trying to get out of a situation, if that makes sense. So then, let's do your actual reading. So this is the vibe. Where you are right now, we've got the High Priestess reversed. The High Priestess is all about things being done by the book. She's a stickler for rules. She is somebody who is quite spiritual, quite, involved in the dogmatic element of spirituality, following the rules, finding nirvana, finding inner peace the right way. It's not any way. You've got to do it following the scripture. You've got to do things by the book. She is reversed, which means in this case, I think whatever's happening, will you find a place to live this month? I think it's not from a place of, oh, we just want to move out because, we've outgrown this property and we're getting a new one. I don't think it's that. It feels a bit more... It feels a bit more urgent. What else is this, Wispy? What are you giving me? Oh, right, okay. Okay. I think this is possibly you, my darling. I think this is possibly you. Oh, this is out of your control. This is about control. Right, hang on. So, are you the person that is all normally, you're that High Priestess role, you're that by the book, you're that person. Why is Rufus sending... Oh, it's going in the mod chat. That's why it's coming up. I was like, why is he sending me pictures of the dogs that are sat on the couch? I don't think he realises that it pings up on my screen while I'm on a live. Anyway, are you the person that's all about the control? Like, you like to know what you're doing, where you're doing it, what you're eating, how things are going, I mean, that's just all of us. But more than that, like, you are the one that makes all the decisions. You are the one that is the final go-to. You are the one that looks after the bills, looks after the whatever. You are the one that makes all the decisions in your life, right? You are the one who absolutely 100%, the buck stops with you. You make all of the choices, all of the decisions, and you're the one that balances the checkbook, the account balance, whatever it is, at the end of the month. If that's you, then the fact that the card is reversed means that you are out of your element right now, and you are going to have to just trust the universe to find you or put you in the right place, right? Either to find you a home or a place to live, or whatever it's doing. You can't control this bit of it, right? That high priestesses are not good with that lack of control. They are all about, Monday morning I've got an appointment at 9 o'clock, so I'm going to get there at 8:45. I'm going to leave my house at 8:37 at the very latest, 8:27 at the very latest, and we're going to go here, and we're going to do this, and we're going to go there, and we're going to do that, right? This card is... It's like everything has to be a certain way. I'm not sure where this rebellious teenage energy comes in with it, though, but it's good. because they don't seem to go together. But anyway, what you need to know... Oh, I'm still on the wrong bloody thing, aren't I? What you need to know at the moment... Come on, click over to the other camera. God, technology. What you need to do, what you need to be aware of at the moment is that the... Sorry, every time it's binging, it's actually my husband. Bonkers. There is a closing of a chapter coming your way. So I don't know how long you've lived in the property you're in. I don't know what the circumstances are, whether it's being demolished or whether you are, you know, the bank's foreclosing, or whether it's a relationship that's ended or whatever it is. But thank you, Wispy. At the end of... Oh my God, this is such a nerdy... This is such a nerdy reference that Wispy's just given me completely. You don't want to go, right? This is a change that has to happen. You do not want to go. So for whatever reason it's happening, you do not want to go. This is... You have to trust the process though, right? There is a reason that this is happening now. You have to trust this process. You don't want to go though. And the reason I'm saying that is because this is David Tennant as the 10th Doctor in Doctor Who just before he regenerates, right? And he does this whole, I don't want to go. And then off he regenerates. This is that change, right? What happened to David Tennant? He became Matt Smith. He became the 11th Doctor. The show continued. Life went on. Completely different but the same. This death card is that for you, right? I'm not saying you're going to get a new face and suddenly grow 6 inches taller or whatever. But this is that moment for you where you are regenerating. Your life is regenerating. It is changing. It is you altering where you are, what your future path is. And it doesn't feel as if this is by your choice, right? So I don't think this is you going, I want to live in Brisbane. And you have been living in Victoria. There we go. I know those, they might even be the same thing. Melbourne, there you go. Sydney, some other place, right? Thingy Springs, Alice Springs, whatever it is. This isn't that. This is something that you are pretty much going to be lumbered with and forced to do, right? But the change itself is going to be so fundamental and such a big life moment that you're going to look back on all of this, and it won't just be that you're moving down the street. It really does feel as if this is quite a significant life change. The fact you've got 2 major arcana cards that are here, and both of these cards are coming up face down, tells me this is going to feel like a very rough thing that you're going through right now, right? It's going to feel very tough. It's going to feel very unfair, sad, like the world's kicking you when you're down. It's going to feel very difficult to get through. You will get through it though. The future opportunity, the position that we've got, we are... Oh my God, I'm so distracted by all the bings and the bongs. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles is career, work, finances. So this does, and it also means growth. So this is a milestone. I don't know whether it's going to happen this month. It might not happen this month, Jocelyn. The reason I'm saying that is the 5 of Pentacles is all about looking at where you are and where you're going. We're not at that point yet. This is still the, okay, let's see what's happening. Let's see where we are. Let's see how we move forward. This is all about that. The 5s are about halfway through the journey. You stop, you pause, you look around. Are we still going in the right direction? We've literally got these these mile markers. We can see where the next one is. We can see where we're going. We've got some food, a scone or something that's been left here. And we are going on our journey, even though it's raining. So it does feel as if this is, you're not done with this journey yet, my darling. You're not done. You're not finished. You're not at that last hurdle. You're still partway through. I feel that this doesn't feel as if you are 100% resetting. 100%. It's like, oh gosh, it's like this is a change that you need to have happen, right? And this here, this bit of you is still, everything's still in flux. To answer your question, I don't think it's going to happen by the end of this month. It feels like there's still some bits to work out, some things to finalize, some stuff to be taken care of. Wispy, even the buttons aren't working. Wispy, we're going to pull another card. I want to know very briefly, will Jocelyn find a place next month? Will Jocelyn have a place? Will Jocelyn find the place to live? Will that happen next month? Is it happening? Is it happening soon? And we're going to pull from the deck, Wispy. Oh my God. Oh, 3 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. The 3 is a learning card. It's about being the apprentice. There's a lesson here. What is this lesson, Wispy? This whole thing is teaching you something, my darling. I don't know what it is. There's an unwanted lesson coming in. Wispy, this doesn't tell me whether or not it's going to happen in November. I'm going to pull another card. The Chariot. Right, okay. The Chariot is movement. The Chariot is journey. The Chariot is destination, and you're heading. It may well be... Wow, we've got one upright card, and that is the we're not done yet card. Right, okay, so... Jocelyn, what the Chariot is giving, again, another major arcana card. What the Chariot is giving is this idea that there is a journey, but it isn't your final destination. This isn't where, I know that sounds like the film, but this isn't where you're headed, right? This is, it's almost like you're going to have to go find something temporary to then find something else. So it might be that you move in with a family member for a bit. I'm not sure what the we, if the we is family or housemates, you and dogs. I'm not sure. I don't know how that's going to, this bit here, this will we find, where's the thing gone? There we go, look. Will we find a place? It feels like whatever's happened, there is a lesson to learn from this, right? Either about budgeting or about living in a place that's going to be condemned or whatever it may be. There is something here that the universe is trying to teach you. Therefore, because that lesson card has come up, and I know it's not a lesson you want to hear, but it is something you need to discover. It's almost like you've got to get through this to get through it, and then you will never be in a situation as bad. I believe very firmly the universe will only ever give you what you need to, what you can cope with. It might stress you, Jocelyn and daughter. Okay, my darling. It might stress you, but you'll be able to get through it, right? This Chariot card of this journey, you're not going to be there yet. So whatever's going on with the property, either there's one of two things that this can mean. Either there's going to be a reprieve on the time scale. In other words, you don't have to move this month. It might be next month or even the month after, right? So this Chariot reversed is either saying that the move isn't happening yet, or it's saying that the move is going to be somewhere where you really do not want to go right now. Right, you really do not want to end up in a temporary situation, right? So whatever is going on, if I have to put money on it, Wispy, give me that again. Wispy, give me that again. There could be a reprieve, but you're not going to like that either. There's strings and attachments. I don't know what this is. Right, I'm putting one more card. Right, Wispy. Wispy. So we've got this learning thing. We've got the journey that Jocelyn doesn't want to take but needs to. So we've got this really iffy situation. I'm not going to ask what the lesson is, but how does Jocelyn and her daughter, how do they move forward? How do they get out of this, Wispy? How do they get out of this? And we're putting from the deck. Right, I'll tell you what, Wispy, we're going to do a drop. We'll do a drop. Oh my God. So, how you get out of this situation? We've got the Lovers reversed. So there's a relationship here somewhere that has to end for you to get out of it, right? Whatever that is, whatever that looks like, it feels like it is okay at any point in life to walk away and restart from scratch. It isn't a failure. It isn't a negative. Sometimes it is the best and most positive thing that we can do, is to admit when something is failed and walk away from it. To stop giving our time and our energy to a situation that is sucking that time and energy out of us and not giving anything back, right? It is okay to ask for help. It is okay to start over, and it is okay to do those things at any age, at any stage of life. You are never too young, too old to start over. The Death card here is about you starting over, right? It's a seriously big change that needs to happen here. This isn't just finding a place to live. This is much bigger than that. if there is a toxic relationship involved. I've got acrylic paint under my nails from painting a Lego figure. Anyway, if there is a toxic relationship involved, it may be that you need to end that to find a place. It could be that whatever this journey is that you are on, that it's taken you down a difficult path. And it's okay to admit that sometimes we do make mistakes in life, right? And sometimes, what is the thing they say about you just pouring good money after bad or something? It feels like this reading feels like that. This reading feels like the issue isn't over whether you will find a place to live this month. It goes far more deeper, far more fundamental than that. So if this is connected to a relationship, then right, look, I'm just going to say this, right? If you're in a relationship that's toxic, get out of it. Ask for help. Go to a refuge, go to whatever. If you're in a situation that isn't safe, speak to the police, reach out to charities, do whatever. If you need to be rehome because of this, whatever the situation is, if you need to get to be emergency rehoused, speak to whoever you can to make that happen. This is not about doing things in a controlled way or anything else. This is about your safety. This is about moving forward. This Knight of Wands is really making me uncomfortable, because whatever this is about, the decision was made in haste, right? The decision to be where you are, to get the house, flat, boat that you're living in, whatever it is, whatever this is, was done in haste. So if you've moved in with a partner that then turned nasty, or if you've gone somewhere for a job that then the job's gone tits up, I don't know how else to put it, but the job's gone bad, the job's been lost, or whatever it is, or if you've bought a house that was, you thought would be okay, and then the mortgage rates have jumped up, whatever it is, the decision at the time was done really quickly, probably in that angels rushing where fools rushing where angels fear to tread thing, jumping in both feet, right? Whatever that is, it's almost like now you're regretting the decision, and now you're kind of stuck. And this is what the cards are saying. It's kind of like the universe is going, right, okay, you've made your bed, now you've got to lie in it. Now you've got to figure out a way out. This is a massive learning. God, this is such a big... for what I don't know the reason, right? I don't know the reason, Jocelyn, but this feels hugely monumentous for some reason, right? It feels like you've got in over your head. Does that make sense? It feels like you are drowning. You need to reach out to some professionals for support, whether that is financial advisors, whether that is charities, housing people, whoever it is. You need to reach out and get help, and you need to do it right now or tomorrow morning, whenever it's Monday. You need to do it on Monday, right? Urgently, for the sake of yourself and your daughter. I don't know how old your daughter is, but certainly for yourself, you need to cover your ass, right? And I'm not trying to freak you out because the death cards come up. Let me just explain that, right? It really doesn't mean that anything nasty like that is going to happen, right? I don't think if you're in a toxic relationship that it's going to be anything of that nature is going to happen, right? That's not at all. Do not worry about that in any way, shape or form. If I thought that, I'd be telling you now, get out, get out, get out. I do not think that it's that. I think this is just one of those moments in life where you go, oh, God damn, I made a mistake. I once moved, right? When I was 20, I decided that the coastal town that I lived in, I hated because I lived there all my life. I hated it. And I decided to move to Yorkshire, right? Halfway up the country. And I didn't know anybody. One of my friends moved up because she got a divorce, and she moved up because her sister lives in Yorkshire. She lives in a really small town. I went up when she came up to look for her house because her sister had found her a house. I came up to the nearest big city to that town and went, oh, there's some houses available that are quite cheap. I can afford the rent. I can afford the deposit. Let's go for it. And I moved up very much on the spur of a moment, right? And I loved it. I never looked back until a few years later. I was like, I want to go and live in London. So I moved to London. I actually moved to Croydon, which is near London. It was East Croydon. It was like 12 minutes away on the tube. No, maybe not even that. Right? So I moved. Sold off all my stuff. Off I go. Down I go. I failed miserably. Very, very fast. Ran out of money. Ran out of everything. The job that I was supposed to be getting fell through. The place I was supposed to be staying in ended up not being what it was. It was just a whole shed load of problems and a shower of whatever, right? It was the biggest mistake I'd made in my life. And I had to ring my parents and go, I need to come home. And I moved back to that same coastal town that I grew up in that I hated. And I ate humble pie. And for a while, I don't remember how long because brain, but for a while, I'm ignoring all the beep mods. If you need to get hold of me, I don't know how you're going to do it because I'm ignoring all the beeps and bops and messages because I can't. But for a while, I stayed on my parents in the room that I grew up in as a bloody full-grown adult. I moved out when I was 16, so this was like 6 years later, whatever it was, 7 years later. I moved back in. I ended up getting a job for a national company that had offices in Leeds. I worked there for a while, and I eventually moved back to Leeds, where I am still in Yorkshire. I've left the city a few times, and I've always wound up back here because this is my home. This is where I'm supposed to be. But that time, admitting that I fluffed up big time by that big move, that I was so confident I was going to be able to wing it, so confident everything was going to come out my way, right? That at the time, eating that amount of humble pie almost broke me. Go back to live with my parents almost broke me. The whole thing was a disaster, but it taught me I cannot live in that town. I hate it. If need be, I can go and work in the most horrendous. I worked in a call centre. I can go and work in the most horrendous job imaginable to get money to move. I eventually moved back up, and everything else has worked out ever since. The strange thing is, my other half, my husband, moved to that coastal town not long after I moved out the second time. If we had met, because we used to go to the same pub, and his best friend was actually one of my classmates' brother, so we would have met, our paths would have crossed. If we had met, it was the wrong time for us. We would not have had the connection that we do now. So this string theory, this heartstring theory or whatever it's called, where you are connected by a piece of string or a piece of elastic, that you will find each other eventually. That's literally what happened to us, right? These cards, in those days when I moved to London and when, oh my God, I have made the biggest mistake of my life. What the hell am I doing here? I have nothing. I literally have one, maybe two bags, a suitcase and a hold-all type thing of clothes and a handful of bits. What the hell am I going to do? If I'd done a tarot reading in that moment, these cards could have come up, because it feels like that for you, my darling, right? It is never too late to realize that you've made a mistake and to change your future. The hardest thing to do is to admit, okay, that is something in hindsight I can realize wasn't the best decision, and I can realize that I shouldn't have done, and actually that was a mistake. That mistake was made. How do we move forward? How do we correct it? How do we get out of this hole we've dug ourselves? That, my darling, is what these cards say, right? It may be that relationships get tried. It may be that relationships are changed irrevocably, right? Because of whatever this situation is, because of where you are right now and how you've ended up here. It feels like this is your equivalent of moving to East Croydon, thinking that it will all work out. It absolutely feels like that, right? I realise it's 9 o'clock, mods. I'm doing one thing. Wispy, I want a single card. How does Jocelyn move on? We know she's got to move on. We know all of that now. We've gone through all of that. You've given me the Croydon story, all of that. We've got that connection. We understand exactly what the situation is, sort of. But how does Jocelyn move forward? Right? How? We need concrete advice here. Oh gosh. Well, those two, wait, hang on, those two were there. Right, concrete advice. Concrete advice, Wispy. Okay, you get out by making whatever the decision is that is heartbreaking. Whatever decision, oh God, this is so painful. Whatever the decision is that is going to break your heart is the one that you need to do to get out of this situation, right? This is one of those scenarios, my darling, where for you to move forward, for you to move on safely, for you to move into whatever is coming, it's going to break your heart to do. But you need to do it. Right? So whatever the decision is, I've got a lump in my throat now. Whatever the decision is, my darling, that is going to be most painful is actually the way forward. And it is painful in the short term. In the long term, you'll see why it had to happen that way. But this is how you get out of it. So whatever this decision was, you need to do the same thing I did. Call your parents, call your support network in and say, I've messed up. Can I come back home for a couple of months, few years, whatever it is, until I sort myself out and get back on my feet? So whatever coming home means for you, my darling, that's what you need to do. That heartbreak element of it is what you need to do. That is going to be hard to deal with, but it's the right thing for you to do to move forward, right? This Lover's reverse card, this Chariot reverse card, the Death card reversed, the High Priestess reversed, these are all big, big cards. The Three of Swords is universally the heartbreak card, right? This is a big card as well. It sounds ridiculous, but this is a really, really big card. This could have been a major arcana for the impact that this card has, right? If it's a relationship, a partnership, a marriage, whatever this mistake was, you can undo it and move forward and free yourself from it, but it is going to break your heart. You will mend though, right? You will absolutely mend. How do I know that? Because this deck is phenomenal. This is the heartbreak card, the Three of Swords, but look closely. We've got 3 needles with twine. And if you look at these stab wounds from the swords, they're already being patched up. They're being stitched. It's a heart that has been stabbed through by 3 swords that is being repaired, will beat again, and will absolutely heal. It will leave scars, but it will heal, right? I hope that helps, my darling. I don't know how long I've spent on this reading, but it feels like it's absolutely needed. Oh God, I wish you all the very best. I really wish you all the very best, my darling. I know when I was in Croydon going, what the F have I done? I know full well if this card had come up, these cards had come up, I'd have gone, okay, I know what I need to do now. Hopefully, my darling, that makes sense for you as well. Right, hang on. Oh, that's useful. Just as I go to read the chat, I've lost the screen. Oh my God. All right, universe, I know we're over time. Let me just go and have a look in the chat. Right. Your daughter for 2 years wanted to come live with her. Oh, so your daughter's not young. Okay. I really thought hard about moving to another country. She's in another country. What? Oh, that makes sense, though. You know you have to move on. Just waiting for your pension. Okay, my darling. No, you know you've made a mistake. Yeah. Oh, my darling, I'm so sorry. Listen, but this is the first step, right? This is the first step. You move countries to live with your daughter. It's been disastrous. You have to stay with her as you have no money. Your pension's being processed. It's been a disaster. Oh, my God, my darling. Oh, listen. Get some support, though. Reach out to some charities. Where I know you're in Australia, aren't you? So it's your daughter's boyfriend's place. And he's making you move out. The landlord wants to live... Oh, I don't know what star signs mean. Your daughter's very controlling. Your daughter's the High Priestess. Listen, my darling, listen. I don't know how things work in Australia, but please do reach out to a charity or several charities. Get some help. Get some support. Reach out from your safety network. Also, work out how you get back to your home country or whatever that is. I don't know whether that's friends. I don't know where you're from originally. If you're from the UK, then, you know, reach out and see if there's if you've got family over here or friends over here, somebody that might be able to put you up temporarily. You might have to go and live with him. Kelly's partner. Okay, that will be awkward, but whatever it is that you need to do, listen, I think at the end of the day, my darling, I think you need to get out of that situation. And if going back home, that's why Wispy kept giving me that Croydon thing. If going back home is the thing that you need to do that will correct everything and be that temporary gap. You're from New Zealand, is where you're from, but you have no one to help you in New Zealand. Oh, my darling, my heart absolutely breaks. Reach out to some charities, right? Reach out to some charities. Reach out to some organisations that are there to help people in your situation, people that are, you know, have people that have moved, I guess. But yeah, absolutely, reach out to some charities to get some support. Do it tomorrow, right? Do it tomorrow. I really, really, really hope that helps. I really, really do. Listen, my love, all the very, very best. Let us know next week if you're around next Sunday. Let us know next week how you go. Sorry, mods, I know we went over time. Sorry to everyone who didn't get a reading tonight. Mitch, I know you wanted one, and a few other people. Good evening, Kim. A few other people as well, but it felt like that reading. I know, Deb, right? It felt like that reading needed to happen tonight. Jocelyn, all the very best, my darling. It will get better for you, right? It absolutely 100% will come right. Trust the process, but absolutely do put the feelers out to as many charities, as many organisations as you possibly can, and ask for some support. Even speak to the New Zealand consulate or whatever that is. Do you know what I mean? Speak to whoever it is that you need to speak to, but get some support, get something, help put in place. Okay, and if you need to move separate to your daughter, again, go and do the thing. Go and do the thing. If that isn't working out, go and do the thing. Right? I hope that helps, my darling. Listen, thank you very much to the mods. Thank you very, very much to all of you for watching. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Thank you to Melinda for the super chat earlier. Thank you to CoDeb for the super sticker earlier. And yeah, whatever else you're doing, remember to stay authentic, and I will see you next time. Okay, all my very much love, all my love. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you everybody for making this a really interesting stream tonight, and to the mods, as always, you have my love and my thanks, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.
Ask your question now. Send your question as a super chat to guarantee your free card reading is next. Donations of $10 or £8 or over will receive a longer 6 or 7 card readings. To try for a free reading, write your question in the live chat starting with the word question. If no super chats come in, a free question will be chosen at random. And if you need help, just ask one of our mods. Thank you to all our members.
They're witches.
So, apparently I'm a witch.
Because she's a witch.
We've got a witch!
I'm the love witch.
I am a witch.
I am a witch. I'm a witch.
Sally just came out.
Now the witch is back!